Good evening, my name is Chris Campanile. I live at 55 River Street, and I appreciate the opportunity to address the school committee on this issue. I come here first as an American concerned about adherence to the First Amendment of our Constitution, and more specifically as a Cranston resident, concerned about how my tax dollars are used to support public education in the city. My daughter graduated from this high school just 3 years ago.
Thank you for standing up.
I just wanted to mention a couple of articles that I have found useful in the Providence Journal in the last few weeks. One of them was Jennifer Jordan interviewing Charles Haynes from the First Amendment Center in DC, a place that specializes in the intersection of schools and religion. And Mr. Haynes was trying to distinguish what would and would not violate the neutrality government needs to display toward religion. And I hope the school members can appreciate the difference between a school prayer, as Judge LaRue has designated, and something like a special interest club that students would voluntarily get involved with that had to do with religion, or the personal expression of religion that any of us may have. Next Wednesday, many students at Cranston West are going to be wearing ashes on their forehead. The other article I found helpful was that with John Barry, who happened to be here in town, and he had just written a book about Roger Williams, because some people were saying, what would Roger Williams do? And he felt quite certain in his review of Roger Williams, this person who founded this state and left the colony of Massachusetts because of religious oppression, that he would have considered the Cranston West prayer banner or mural a violation of the principle of separation of church and state. I just wanted to mention a couple of, that have been, just to be constructive about this, a couple of suggestions that I think would work well and should be considered. One, like many people have said, is just to reword the banner. If you take away, of course, calling it a school prayer, call it a school affirmation or a declaration, and change some of the grammar so that it starts out, may we be granted each day, may we, things like that, I think I would hate to see it be lost. As Mr. Tomlin, who I had a voicemail from earlier this week, was saying there's no reason that this should be put in the dustbin of history.
30 seconds.
Okay. The other suggestion was from someone who wrote a letter to the editor who used to be a Rhode Island resident, and he suggested creating a display in the school which would represent a historical summary of the beginning of the school and the prayer banner up to the present. And in that situation, the banner, as it reads now, would be a historical document or artifact. And throughout that display, you could highlight the constitutional principles that were utilized to come to the decision, whatever it is that is now.
Time.
Thank you.
Thank you.